Just look at it, man. It goes down and up. There's holes. Look, they didn't even put any non-woven at all. I mean, there's not even rock down there that I see underneath. Hey, Brent here, older home specialist. All right, check this out. We're doing a new French drain job that we got right here. So this is interesting here because what's happening is water's going into this lower garage right here. And so you can see it sort of steps down right here. And so water's going straight through. And you can see that there's a certain amount of slope on this where there's a drop, but there's not enough to have a gravity system without a pump. Not that it's gonna work correctly. And the reason why I say that is because you have to evaluate how much slope you have in relationship to how deep you're starting. So if this is some little surface drain that was really shallow, that might have worked, but you can see how deep we're going down here because we've got to get below the footer of the foundation. Now check this out. So once we started digging right here, failed French drain, you can see the sleeve and the 3-inch ADS corrugated right there. So that was real shallow, and then there was a bunch of rock we had to remove too. Anytime you see something like that and it's already been worked over once, it's got to come out. Not only does it have to come out, the rock has to come out, and then you got to compact all the soil manually every 3 inches. If you're using a rammer, 6 inches, but you got to compact that to like 95%. You got to get it hard. So even better than that. So then there's the failed French drain there, but look at this. We got another French drain. Look, just look at it, man. It goes down and up. There's holes. Look, they didn't even put on that one. They didn't even put any sleeve, any non-woven at all. I mean, there's not even rock down there that I see underneath it. And so, but you can see clearly how deep it is there. And then you get over here and it's even more shallow right here. And it's like, you know, a lot of people think they're going to put a French drain in and that there's holes in the pipe and it'll just, I don't know what they're thinking, but there has to be an outlet. It has to have grade heading out. The math has to be correct, because if not, what do you think's going to happen? That's going to work against you. The water's going to come out those holes. If water naturally rises up into those holes and takes the easiest route out, but there's no easiest route out, it's just going to keep going right back down where it's not supposed to. So regarding DIY clients that are trying to do it themselves, I can't say this enough. Make sure you have a good plan, because using the best materials in the world ain't going to help you if you don't got a good plan. You might as well just take them and go huck them in the ocean. It's not going to help you. So we're going to run through this. So what we're doing here is we're going to have a quad pack, high octane system coming through here, and then we're going to have a lift station right here, and then we're going to go ahead and pump it from there, 2-inch PVC ejection line out to the street. So this is a really basic one. It's already been worked over 3 times because nobody knew what they were doing, but it's really basic. I mean, there's no leaf filters, there's no solid system, there's no nothing here. I mean, if all of our jobs were this easy, man, we'd be doing good. So anyways, you'll see what's going on next. All right, so we're making pretty good progress here. If you're ever wondering what the amount of dirt looks like that we end up pulling out, something like that. I got Francisco on the way over, scoop it all up for us, get rid of it. You can see we're pretty deep down here. Got down below the footer, so we know that we're deep enough. We're about 4 feet right here for the collection. And then we're going to take this edge right here and knock this edge off too, so it's got a bevel leading down there. So, pretty good progress. All right, so we're all prepped in right here. Charlie's got this set up real good. You can see that we have slope coming down this way. He's got his non-woven in. We got the lift station set in there. You can see how we perforate the entire thing. So that's really just a housing for the pump at that point. And we're gonna lay some tile in now, and this is looking good. This is gonna stop the water. Yeah, so on this job, we're gonna use the 4-inch high octane. Cleanouts, beginnings of the mains and at the end. And you can see over here we have our 2-inch ejection line ready to go. We're gonna make the hole down here. You can see how the guys did this, how they cleaned up really nice and clean. We didn't make a huge mess anywhere. Moved all the rock, put the plastic back down, compacted it nice. Anytime we're doing stuff like this, we're always using plywood on the driveways, tarps, plastic, anything to minimize the mess is exactly how Charlie likes to do it.
Got it. Bingo. We're gonna fill this thing up. Yep. Okay. Okay. Here's the cap.
All right, so we got our quad pack down in the bottom there, zip tied together. Now we're getting ready to come in with some dead lines right here. Dead lines are just capped lines, taking up space in the ground. All the water is going to make its way down to the bottom. All right, we're looking good. Got our clean outs on the mains, sediment traps before the sump installed. Sediment traps coming this way, clean outs on the mains. This one came out really nice. Everything cleaned up nice. Got everything washed down the street. All this put back. Yeah.